YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I told you we'd be consistent. I told you we would grind and get the videos out. And now we're doing 2 videos, 2 days in a row from a parking garage, from my car. And I had to turn the heat off because it was getting loud. So I'm really cold right now. But we're going to get through this. We got a big NBA slate tonight. Last night we went 1-1 and the ride of the day came up 1 assist short. So we'll pull that up right now. So shout out to him. You guys know, if it's your first time watching, this isn't the usual setup. I actually don't prefer to make videos from my iPad in my car in the freezing cold. I actually, would rather not do that, but we want to get these videos out when we can, and we're grinding and making the best of what we have. So we'll jump into the shout out here. We do have Thomas. Ride of the day yesterday. Thomas, I rode with Rozier's over 5.5 assists. Terry finished with 5 assists, 1 assist away. And the other recommendation to ride, and we'll tell you what the ride of the day if you guys are new, the recommendation was to ride with Darius Garland over 28.5 points and assists. Garland hit that, and I didn't jump on that. So Thomas, shout out to you. One last shout out. I think it's probably backwards in the camera. But Thomas, shout out to you. 1 assist short of hitting the ride of the day with Rozier, but I should have jumped on Garland with you. That would have been great. But if you guys don't know what the ride of the day is, all you got to do is give me a player prop in the comments. Use hashtag ride of the day, and I'm picking someone at random each night and jumping on board. I'm trusting your research. I'm putting my money where your mouth is, and hopefully we hit together and make the play. So unfortunate 1 assist short last night, but use hashtag ride of the day and give me a player prop in the comments, and I will respond to you if I am jumping on board with you. But like I said, we do have a very nice and big slate today. We have the Magic. We'll jump right into it. Magic hosting the Hawks here. Magic getting 6 points at home. And if you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, I just have my phone, and that's what I have here in my notes and everything like that. Because if I haven't mentioned it or bitched about it yet, I'm in a freezing cold car in a parking garage, so we don't have everything that we need, but we're making do. But Magic getting 6 points at home. Atlanta did play last night. They did catch the win against Cleveland there, which, I was probably on the wrong side of that when it wasn't an official play. Speaking of official plays, I'm all over the place this video, I know. But speaking of official plays, guys, check out the pinned comment. We go through each and every game, and then our final plays will be in the pinned comment. What I'm actually going to be rolling with, what I'm running with tonight. So keep an eye on that pinned comment. I update it throughout the day. But yeah, we thought Cleveland was going to win last night. Didn't make it an official play, so that's great. But Atlanta catches the win. I think there's like a crane or something going by. But let's get back to it. Keep an eye on the pinned comment, guys. But Orlando here, +6. I don't think that's enough points. I will say John Collins is out. The Hawks haven't looked as great when he's out, losing to San Antonio, losing to Boston. Catching the win last night. It's not the best spot for the Hawks in a way, back-to-back here, but I don't think that the Magic are good enough to really keep up with them. So even though no John Collins, even with the back-to-back, I think we're going to lean here. Hawks -6. I do like that. Keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if that is a final play. Moving on, we have the Knicks hosting the Nets here. Knicks -4.5 at home. This Nets team just has not been playing good basketball whatsoever. They did catch a win 2 nights ago, but that was against a Sacramento team who had been playing better, but really not that good at all. And this Knicks team is playing really poorly. Ben Simmons is out. Kevin Durant is out. Kyrie Irving out as well. New York game. I think we got to lean New York here. The Nets have been god-awful, but the Knicks have also been god-awful, but at least they're the home team. At least they're a little bit healthier here. They have some of their guys, so I'm going to lean New York here. 4.5 points. I wish it was like 3.5. I know that doesn't make the biggest difference, but it's still a point. I'm going to lean Knicks -4.5 with this one here. Next game, we have my Boston Celtics hosting the Detroit Pistons. Celtics put an ass whooping to the Sixers last night. I know they didn't have all their guys, but they had some of the important guys, so big time win. The Celtics are playing really good basketball. This Pistons team stinks. So we're leaning Celtics here, -12.5 points. That's a big number. I hate double-digit spreads, but I might just have to ride this wave of the Celtics. This team's playing really well. Things seem to be clicking. So I'm going to ride this wave with the Celtics here tonight. That's probably got a strong chance of being the in a final play. So keep an eye on the pinned comment. In terms of injuries, Marcus Smart injured. He's going to be doubtful tonight. And Robert Williams is questionable. But this Pistons team stinks, and the Celtics have won 9 straight. So we might be riding that wave. Keep an eye on the pinned comment there, -12.5. Next up, Pacers hosting the Wizards here. Pacers, this is pretty much a pick 'em. Pacers -1. In the last 10, this Wizards team has been struggling. 2-7-1 against the spread, but so has this Indiana team. And obviously, these two teams made some deals at the deadline, probably still trying to figure some things out. Porzingis is out, Hachimura is questionable, Gafford is out, and Beal, as we know, is out. For Indiana, Turner's out, Brogdon's questionable, Duarte is out, Jackson's questionable, McConnell, Warren, Rubio, those are injuries that we already, knew about. But I think we lean Washington here. I think that they at least have been playing better basketball. They're inconsistent. Win, loss, win, whatever. Indiana, 7 straight losses here. So I think we lean Washington. It's a pick'em. I don't love the spot. This is probably a stay-away game. This is probably as close to a psycho game as can be. But I lean Washington in this one. I think they just have a little bit better of the top-end talent there, especially after the trades there. Next up, we have the Grizz hosting the Blazers, 11.5 points here. The Grizzlies are favored by this Grizzlies team. You know, they've proved me right and wrong. This has been weird. We've been on multiple sides of the Grizzlies all year long. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games. They're playing very good basketball, and this Portland team has been struggling. No Damian Lillard, obviously traded away their second star. Ingles is out for season, getting him. Eric Bledsoe's downgraded to out tonight. But, I said they weren't playing well. They have picked up 3 wins in a row, but this team still isn't good to me in the sense that, 3 wins in a row seems like it's their Super Bowl almost. I don't see them going on a win streak, 4 wins in a row. I'm staying away from this game because I also don't love Memphis having to win by 12 points against a Blazers team that is playing well. So we're probably staying away from this one, but it would be Memphis or nothing to me. I don't necessarily love the spot for the Trailblazers here away against the Grizz, but if someone were like, hey, I'm taking those points. It's a bunch of points. This Blazers team's playing well for whatever reason. I could get talked off of it. So, take that one with a grain of salt. Next, I feel like we're picking a lot of favorites tonight, which, see how that turns out. I don't know. Maybe it's a night for the favorites. Next up, we have the Bulls hosting the Kings here. Bulls 5-point favorites. Injuries. This Bulls team, Zach LaVine is still out. Caruso's obviously been out. Ball too, and Green. Sacramento Lamb is questionable. I said Sacramento Lamb, but kind of sound like sacrificial lamb. But anyways, Washington, 4 wins in a row here. They're playing well even without LaVine. And I think that the Sacramento team has been struggling. Very, very inconsistent. Not really getting on any sort of a streak here. Losing to some bad teams, beating good teams. Very inconsistent. The Bulls covered for us last time out, and we're going to try and ride that again. Bulls -5, another favorite that we're picking here in the books. All right, guys, let's do the shout out before we get to the rest of the games here. And guys, hashtag of the day today is #grind. We've used that before. GRIND. I think I got that right. #grind, because we're grinding. We're recording a video in a car, freezing cold, in a parking garage, like a psychopath. So use #grind. If you don't know how hashtag of the day works, all you got to use is that hashtag in the comments. We also have ride of the day if you guys want to put your money where your mouth is. But use #grind in the comments. Give me your plays, just like Jose did last night. I know it's backwards, but Jose went, it looks like he went 4-0-1. And he says it was a parlay, so maybe that push killed him, but 4-0-1 there for Jose. So shout out to Jose Pals. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yesterday's hashtag was #fade, but use #grind in the comments. If you guys have a winning night, a positive night, a wositive night, you can go 4-0-1, you can go 5-4. As long as your pockets get a little bit heavier at the end of the night, you guys have a chance to be shouted out in the next video. So use #grind in the comments today, guys. Hit that subscribe button, like the video as well. But let's keep going here. We have the Thunder hosting the Spurs. Thunder, 8-point dogs here, and I think that this is going to be the first one of the day, unless I'm forgetting one, that we are going to be rolling with an underdog. This Thunder team, we liked them against New York a couple nights ago. They actually won the game outright, and I look at them and say, you know what, even without SGA, even without some of their guys that they have playing, Lou Dort's out, SGA out, for whatever reason, I got a feeling the rumbling, covering Thunder come through and cover for this. I like that number. If you can buy it up, maybe to 9 or something like that, I think that'd be great. But this Thunder team, 6-3-1 against the spread in the last 10 games. They're the rumbling, covering Thunder. I might be crazy for jumping on this, but hey, we're rolling with it. Next up, we have the T-Wolves hosting the Raptors. I feel like I've done a million games today. T-Wolves hosting the Raptors here. I don't think I even pronounced that correctly, but the T-Wolves getting a point here at home, essentially a pick 'em. I will say we were wrong about the Raptors against the Pelicans. Raptors now dropped 2 in a row after winning a bunch straight. Minnesota, opposite, have won 2 in a row and against the Charlotte Hornets last night, but I'm going to use that to my advantage here. I think we're going to roll with the Raptors. They're going to come out hungry after getting mollywopped by the Pelicans, and the Timberwolves probably feel pretty damn good about a win over Charlotte there. So we're going to lean the Raptors here in essentially a pick'em game that has a chance to make the final play. All right, Suns hosting the Rockets here. Suns 15.5 points. I lean the Suns. I don't love that number. Not going to make the final play. Don't need to spend time on this game. The Rockets stink. The Suns are one of the best teams in the league. I lean towards that favorite, but definitely do not love it. All right, Warriors, 5-point favorites, 5.5 points favorites over Denver. For injuries, we have nothing really notable for Denver and nothing too new for Golden State. We're jumping on Golden State's bandwagon. I mean, they killed us when they played the Clippers. We were all over that. That was a big one for us, and they lost. I don't think they burn us twice in a row. We've made plenty of money on the Warriors this year, so 5.5 points, I'll take it. This Nuggets team, they're good. They've been playing well. They seem like they've kind of clicked out a little bit lately, but I still trust this Warriors team, and I have all season long. All right, last game here, we have the Lakers. 5.5-point dogs at home against the Jazz. This Lakers team seems like they're in such disarray, and no big injuries for Utah here. LeBron James is questionable. Bradley is out. Carmelo's out. I think we knew those. Anthony Davis is probable. I'm going to lean Utah here. They're playing good basketball. 6 wins in a row against some decent teams as well, and the Lakers 3-7 in their last 10 games. The Lakers aren't playing well, so we're going to lean Utah there. A lot of favorites tonight. I could be an idiot for doing that. A couple dogs that we picked, but a lot of favorites tonight, so we'll see how that turns out, guys. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Use that hashtag of the day. The hashtag of the day is grind. I told you about that. You guys have a chance to be shouted out in tomorrow's video, which tomorrow's video we will hopefully be doing from a legitimate place with a microphone, a camera, my normal setup, or what's become my normal setup. So hopefully you guys do appreciate the fact that we're trying to get these videos out consistently and whatnot. I do appreciate the comments and everything. God, I love that, you know, it's inspiring and motivating to be able to come out here and say, you know what, screw it, let's get this video out there. Instead of just saying, we're not going to do it today. No, I want to grind and I want to be consistent like we were to start the season. So we will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Very excited about that. Everyone make some bread tonight. And as always, peace out.